Good morning. Thank you for joining me again today. It's a very rainy day down here in Devon, but I thought I'd get my cup of tea and pop on and tell you what I've been up to this week with another Friday Sews. So if you're new here, I'm Nikki. This is Sew&Snip, and I try and get a vlog out most weeks now for Friday Sews, just to tell you what I've been doing, what I've been up to, what I've been making, and what my plans are. It's an idea by Today at Jen's Sewing Room, really to bring the sewing community together. So if you're new to watching me, thanks for joining me, and if you're a subscriber, welcome back. I think I'm on 800 and something subscribers now, which I'm very pleased with. The fact I've only been doing this for 8 months. My target will be to hit 1,000 by the time I get to my birthday. Well, my vlogging birthday. So yeah, right, to start. Today I am wearing my ginger jeans, the green ones, that you've probably seen me in before, and also I finished my jumper. Now, if you've seen previous vlogs, you know that I've been doing this for quite a few months now. Sorry if the light's reflecting a bit too much there. As I said, it's a rainy, horrible day here, so I've had to put all the lights on to film. Yeah, so this is a Sudar Aran weight jumper. I liked the detail of having this collar attached to the V-neck. I'm just wearing it with a ready-to-wear t-shirt. Today, I like all the different colours in it. It's got the dark sort of sagey green, which matches my jeans. Pink, which matches my earrings. So yeah, I'm really pleased with it. It's really soft. It's 100% acrylic. Because I just wanted something that I could put in the washing machine fine and would dry quite quickly, because I thought it would be suitable for me to work with then. But yeah, it's lovely and soft to wear. Yeah, I'm really pleased with it. It's come up really well. Now, the pattern, I bought it as a sort of basically a kit, because it had the yarn and the pattern together. And I made the 36-inch chest, which, if I see, is the medium. So it said I needed 3 balls of yarn for that, 200-gram balls. And as you can see, I finished the jumper and still got a whole one left. And I've got a reasonable amount of the second ball as well. So I don't know why I've ended up with so much, because my tension was correct according to the swatch that I did. And maybe my tension changed as I was knitting through, but I'm really happy with it. I could possibly have sized down, because it's turned out, I think, a little bit bigger than it looks in the picture. So I'm thinking maybe my next knitting project might be making just a sleeveless little vest, tank top sort of thing that I can put on over a shirt, because I do like all these different colours in it. So I thought I'll have a look out for a pattern like that and get one of those made to use it up. So sewing wise, if you watched last week, you know that I'd cut out another Drew sweatshirt by Tilly and the Buttons. I've got that one here. I previously made the cropped version, not colour blocked, but I did the sleeves in the green jersey I had and the body in the blue. So I wanted to make a colour block version. I also had this sort of grey, they call it denim, so it's sort of a bluey grey marled sweatshirt fabric, the same weight. And then I've used the leftovers from the blue one and my green Marlowe cardigan, and made the colour block version. So yeah, I'm really happy with that one. I decided on that one to do the navy cuffing, so it was just, rather than match one of the colours, so add a bit more contrast to it. The only thing I did differently on that one was, because I love the crop style, but I found when I wore it with my high-waisted jeans, where the cropped style met my jeans, it just kept getting hooked on the top of my jeans, because it just fitted right that exact point. So what I've done with this one, I've just added 1 inch to the length of the body, so that would sit more happily over the top of my high-waisted jeans. And I also just took an inch out of the sleeves because the sleeves were quite long on the last one. I actually took the inch out of this band in the middle here, shortened it there, because although it's a great scrap buster, because you can use all the smaller bits of sweatshirting to make it, I found the pieces aren't particularly small. So what I thought were scraps that would be great for this, I had trouble squeezing the bits on them. So this panel here, being long and thin, there wasn't quite enough of this to fit it in at the length it should have been. And as the sleeves before were a little bit long, I thought, well, if I shorten it there, that means I can use this band to match the front and back, rather than one of the other colours. But yeah, I'm really happy with that one. Need to go in the wash before I wear it, because I seem to have splashed my tea or something on there when I've been sat sewing. But yes, so I got that one made. And the other thing I was thinking of doing was making a skirt out of some of the leopard print or animal print denim that I bought from Rainbow Fabrics. So this is the one I decided to use. Now I only had a metre of this one, so I thought a nice small shaped fitted skirt would be ideal. So I've decided to make the grenadine skirt from Maison Fauve. Sorry if I'm saying that wrong. That's a free pattern for a skirt. I'll pop the picture of it in here. What I liked about this one was, although it was a simple A-line skirt with a facing at the top, or you could have it lined, but I've decided to do it as facing, but it's got this unique piping in it. So as you can see, I'm just about to sew the facing on here, but I've got the piping put in, and I'm really happy with that. It just adds a little bit of extra detail to it. So yeah, I've got the piping in, got the zip in the back, and just about to put the facing on. I've tried it on, so I know it all fits all right. So a relatively quick make. It didn't take me so long to put the piping and the front of the skirt together as I expected. Probably from cutting it out and putting the front together was probably an hour at the most. And so yes, I've been doing a little bit at a time because I haven't had much sewing time. But yeah, got that done. Now, what I'm thinking of with that is, because after making it, or cutting it out, I was thinking, well, I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to be wearing this with, because I've got one plain black broad anglais blouse, which you'll see a picture of in a minute because I wore it the other day. But I haven't actually got much else that's plain black. I've got some old t-shirts, but so that's sort of a forward thinking that I'll need something to go with it. So last week when we chatted, I was saying that luckily enough I was going away for the weekend. Not far, we were just going down into Cornwall, which down near Falmouth, which is about an hour and 3/4 to 2 hours drive from us. But during January, things were hectic. There was a lot going on, family work and everything, and we just felt that we needed a bit of a break. So we looked to manage to get a really good offer to go down in February. And luckily it was going down on Valentine's Day. So we did that last weekend. We travelled down on Friday. The hotel was lovely. As we'd booked direct with them on an offer, you know, we didn't know really what to expect, but somebody had suggested it. They were really nice. They'd upgraded our room because it was quite quiet. They'd only just reopened from their winter break. So we had a lovely room looking out down over the gardens. The food was lovely. There was a pool and a hot tub. So yeah, when we got there and we switched off and relaxed, that's when you realise how much you really need it. And I managed to have a shoulder massage, which was lovely. But even the beauty therapist said to me, I'm holding a lot of tension in my shoulders. So if you see me doing this all the time, I'm trying to relax my shoulders a bit more. So yeah, so we had a lovely weekend staying down there. I took everything I wore while I was there was me made. So I will insert some photos in here of the different outfits that I wore. Travelling down, I wore I think it's my Petra pants, which were patterned with my black shirt, which is what made me think of the fact that I've got my black shirt to wear with this skirt when it's finished. My ginger jeans, the green ones that I've got on today, last weekend they got worn quite a bit as well, with this jumper, with a Naya t-shirt. I wore the swimming costume that I made at the end of last year, the Dolzeza, I think it's pronounced, but I shall put the links of that in the notes below. So I wore that to go in the pool and the hot tub, and during the evenings, because we were there Valentine's night, I wore my cocoa dress from Tilly and the Buttons that I'd made earlier in this year. I wore my ruffle shirt, which is one of my favourite shirts. I wore that with the black denim skirt that I made a couple of weeks ago. And I also, what did I wear on the last? Oh, and I wore my red and gold and orange t-shirt, button-up shirt that I also made at the beginning of the year. So yeah, it was lovely to pack all the me made things and wear them when I was there. So as I say, it was only a couple of days, but it was just really nice to get away and relax. So no sewing got done. I didn't take any knitting because I'd finished this one just before I went. But there was lots of reading, watching YouTube, catching up with a lot of the vlogs, and also thinking about what I wanted to sew next. So, as I said, I'd already come up with the plan to this skirt. So, thinking about what would go with that, I had my black blouse, but then I thought, which was the Roscoe blouse, I don't know if I mentioned that just now, and I thought that will go with it. But as we were going down, I thought, well, as my next knitting project, maybe I could knit myself a black jumper, or a little tank or cardigan. So we called into, as we were staying near Falmouth, we called into the wool shop there, Stitches and Cream, because I can't think what the lady's called from it now, but I watched the vlog. I think she's called the Cornish Knitter on her vlog, but I follow her on Instagram as well, and now she stocked some lovely yarns there, a lot of local ones. So we called in there and had a look down. The girl that was working in there was really helpful, went through lots of pattern options with me. I couldn't find exactly what I wanted, and I was looking at the yarns, gorgeous yarns, but most of them were these lovely summery shades, which wasn't what I was looking for at the moment. So I will definitely look at ordering some yarn from there, because you can buy mail order from them. So I will definitely look at some of their yarns again when I'm wanting to do something with the colourings that they had in stock. But yes, I had it in my mind at that point that I just wanted a plain black garment to go with the skirt. So yeah, I had a look in there. Yeah, it was lovely. Walked around Falmouth, and before that was on our way to the hotel. Then coming home, we decided to go via Truro. Now, I've never been to Truro Fabrics, but I'd heard lots about it. I knew it was a lovely big shop, and it sold everything from yarn, dress fabrics, haberdashery, really great button range, and also upholstery fabrics, everything like that. So we went into Truro and had a look around there, and then went and found Truro Fabrics, and I went in there. So looking around, I was really good because there were so many lovely fabrics, so many lovely buttons. I could have spent a fortune in there, but I don't need a lot of fabric because obviously I've got all what I bought in my last fabric haul. But because I hadn't been able to get the black yarn, I thought, well, why don't I just make another Drew sweatshirt, but in plain black? So we had a look around there. And obviously because it's coming more into the spring season, hopefully, there was lots of colours, but a bit limited on black. But I found this lovely black velour. So it's not too heavy, got a tiny little bit of stretch in the length, but more in the width. It's got that nice sheen, and I just thought that'll make a nice plain black top to go with this skirt. Now I'm thinking a Drew sweatshirt. I may change my mind and make the Vera top. I think that's Forget Me Not Patterns, which is a free pattern from them, because that's got a V-neck. Or I might make the Drew, but try and do a scoop neck or something. I'm just finding it a little bit high if I want to wear it sort of with a necklace and things. So I might do that with this one. But I thought that'll make a nice top that can go with that leopard print. Also my other denim that I ordered that was animal print, when I get around to making those jeans, I thought that'll go lovely with that. It looks very shiny in the camera there, but it's not quite as shiny just looking at it in front of me. Now obviously with that I will want to do some cuffing around the neck and the bottom. It's probably got enough stretch to do it in the same fabric if I wanted to, but I have got some plain black and also this one which has got the gold and the white. I bought that earlier in the year to go with, I think I might have got a bit of it here. When I bought the velour for what I used for my Tilly and the Buttons Cocoa, this one, I bought that ribbon originally because I was going to make a sweatshirt out of that, but I wasn't sure if the golds matched exactly. So I think I might use that for the cuff on a plain black one, like that. And actually I might even have enough of this with the gold to maybe make another Drew with the plain body and the gold and black on the sleeves. That might be quite nice. But yes, lots of options. It's not that often I make a plain coloured item so much now. I always used to sew all in plains and then decided I like patterns. That's why I've tried to make some of these basics this year in plainer fabrics so that I can wear it with the patterned skirts and trousers that I've started making. But yes, and I'm gradually wearing more black again. I used to wear black all the time. I don't know, it seems to be an unwritten rule with hairdressers that when you're working in the salon you tend to wear all the time. Right, sorry about that abrupt ending there, but the doorbell went, so I had to go. It was my mum had turned up to come and sit down here because she's got no electricity up at her house this afternoon, so she decided to come and sit in my lounge while I work later. So yes, I disappeared briefly for you, but this is a couple of hours later now. So yes, that's what I got done this week. That's what my plans are for the next week. I think that's all there is. I've sort of got out of flow now, so I think I covered everything that I was going to cover with you today. I hope you've had a good week. I hope you get to do some sewing or things you enjoy. If you haven't already subscribed to me and you would like to, please press that button below. And I'll catch up with you again next week. Bye.